Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brandon. I'm a part-time eBay Macari reseller specializing in media-related products such as CDs, DVDs, and cassette tapes. Welcome to my channel, Media Picker. If you're new here, this channel is about anything related to reselling of media. The purpose of this channel is for me to show you how to make a profit in doing so. If it's something you might be interested in learning about, please consider subscribing to the channel. Would greatly appreciate it. Today, I'm just going to list some CDs. There's really nothing. I already comped them. I'm going to try and do 5 or 6 on here. See how long it takes. I'll talk a little bit as I kind of go. In case you guys want to kind of follow me and kind of learn a little bit, or just listen to me ramble and list CDs and have me up on your TV screen or whatever and list with me. It's kind of the whole point of these. You can kind of see what I'm throwing up in my store also. So I'll share my screen and kind of show you how I go through my process. Like I said, I've right price companies. I've checked current listings. Glanced at a sold or two. Most of these are really, really low end CDs. Some are going to be the lowest anything in my store for. So nothing major here, but I still want to get it up. I'm trying to be a volume seller eventually here and kind of get this to where I have thousands and thousands of CDs in my store, which currently at the time of this video, I'm pushing 1,500. And I want to try and get volume buys and stuff like that and grow the store to where I can do this full time. So that's the goal. It's the ultimate goal because the day job, not really a fan of. It's I don't want to go into it in case anybody watches this channel, but let's just say it's not the greatest. Anyway, I'm going to share my screen. Go ahead and get started here. So as you can see, I already have some drafts done. I have 55 drafts in here. I've got some other stuff going on in my personal life right now outside the day job. So my time is fairly limited. So I try to keep some drafts on hand in case there's some days I can't list anything. I can just drop a few to kind of keep the store active because all the theories, or at least most of the theories that I've ever seen, and been doing this for years, you have to kind of keep feeding the beast of eBay. So you will at least try and get a few listings up a day, even if you're only doing this part time. Even if it's just like 2 or 3 a day, carve out just a small time to do so. I try to put up at least 5 a day in doing this. So right now I've got approximately 11 days worth of drafts. There's other days I put up more. So I'm trying to push it even more right now because I really want to go to the store and get this going. But it's just the main issue, obviously, is always time. But I'll go and get started. I'm just rambling right now, not doing much. So as you can see, I'm sharing my screen here. I have templates for everything that I do. And again, I'm strictly media, so CDs, DVDs, cassette tapes, VHS, books. I have someone that are listed for smoke if I've bought like a bulk buy off somebody on Facebook and it smelled like smoke and I was not aware of it. I try to avoid that, but can't always avoid it. Because I've gotten one recently that was a bunch of CD singles. And I have them labeled so I know which ones are smoke related. I can kind of describe it. Eventually, the smoke actually does kind of go away on its own. It just takes time, from what I've noticed, unless they're really, really bad. I always replace the cases anyway, so it kind of helps with the process also. Speed it up as far as getting rid of the smell. But I'm doing CDs, so I'm going to go in the CD listing. First one I'm going to list, I'll show you, is a Legion of Green Men. Spattle specific. I don't think there's been any sold on this. A lot of times, I'm the first one to sell, so actually probably got to do a little more research. Buy cost on this was 27 cents. I'm going to list it for $3.98. The lowest I'll list anything in my store is $2.49. Doesn't matter what it is, even if there's other listings that are cheaper than that. $2.49. I do run sales anyway, so there will be times where I will be as cheap as the lowest listed ones. I do charge shipping and everything I do because the prices keep going up and up and up. And actually, I'm recording this on 10/5. They go up for the holiday increase for USPS tomorrow, 10/6. You're going to see this in November, though. So I take all pictures myself and I just touch them up. So I just use the bright. I don't like the whiteout tool because it doesn't make the picture look authentic. That's just my opinion. A lot of people use it, but I just think this is more realistic. There's a slight shadow I mean, the eBay one, the whiteout tool, where it just takes everything around it. I just, I just don't, I don't care for it. I just don't think it looks real. Then you got the eBay sellers that don't even take pictures and they just list the stuff. When I'm looking to buy CDs, because I have a personal collection of 4,700 plus, check my other channel out. It's called the CD Collector. Link is below. Shameless plug. That basically kind of goes into showing off my personal collection. I've got thousands of CDs in my collection. That channel, I'll slowly be getting more stuff out. But if you could see what's behind me, everything's a mess right now, including my personal collections. I'm trying to get that cleaned up before I start doing more consistent videos on that channel. But that channel right now is down to one video a week just because I don't have a lot of time. I'm eventually going to do 2 to 3 videos a week on that. I've seen some slow growth in that channel, and it actually is growing kind of quick, surprisingly. So let's continue with this. Adjust the mic here a little bit. Okay, so we got Legion. This is how I list them. You don't have to follow how I do stuff. A lot of people say don't put dashes and stuff. I do. It kind of segments everything for me. So that's the band, and then the title is. Excuse me here. And then I always do CD, and then I look up the year. I don't know the genre of this. I gotta look this up real quick. If I had to guess, probably alternative of some sort. You're not seeing what I'm looking up right now, though. I could be totally wrong. Let's go to Discogs. That usually has fairly accurate information. Bandcamp, blah, blah, blah. Let's click on the CD. Oh, it's electronic. Let me share the screen. So I looked it up. This is what Discogs is showing me, which is a media collector website, mainly CDs and vinyl. Genres electronic, down tempo, experimental, ambient, dub. So I'm gonna kind of list it that way. I'll tell you, if I have extra characters, it does help me to put some of that in there. As far as the type of music, because that will also help pop up in the listing. I'll also put it down in the genre and all that. You'll see that in just a moment. You're not seeing the screen I'm currently on. Hold on. There we go. Probably put down tempo. And just leave it at that. So my pictures look good. And you can see here, eBay tries to help you fill in the information. Again, my buy costs 27 cents. I always put that in my custom SKU. A couple of reasons. On my phone, if I'm accepting offers, it'll pop up on my phone and show me what the custom SKU is. So I know right off the bat what I paid for it without even have to look it up on my spreadsheet or anything. So for my inventory sheet. I will usually plug in this information. I am actually going to put the barcode in and see what it pulls. I use it sometimes if the information's correct. Other times I'll just skip it. Let's see if it pulls anything. Yeah, it's not. It saved the barcode though, so I'll keep that there. So as far as requirements for listing, this is it. However, I do like to go the full gamut. A lot of people say you don't need to. I don't know. I'm a completist, I guess. I don't know. Let me know how you guys do it. And me even filling all this information out. So if I have the photograph already done, the photograph takes me approximately 1.5 to 2 minutes to do. Okay. For me to do the listing, obviously I'm doing as I'm talking and I'm going a lot slower. I can get roughly, if it's a listing an individual single CD, I can do 12 to 15 an hour. It's pretty good. CD has some light scratches. I describe everything in detail. I just don't put very good condition C pictures. A lot of sellers just are lazy. I like to describe every imperfection if I can, because I think it helps minimize returns. I get maybe 1 or 2 returns tops per year. That's it, and I'm selling probably 15 to 1700 individual sales per year. So 1 or 2 does help. I always get feedback, as accurate description, blah blah blah, or whatever, or my shipping's really good too. So this is very good condition overall. Minimal artwork wear, so front and back cover artwork is pretty minty. CD has some light scratches / marks. I don't grade. Typically do grade jewel cases if you obviously I fill it in. But if you look at a jewel case, it gets scratched, honestly. It's I do have hundreds of replacement cases on hand, so I will replace most of them unless they've got like a promo sticker on it or something that's specific to the case itself that will enhance the listing. Other than that, cases are pretty much replaced. Cases may have some really, really light or faint scratches on them, but other than that, they're pretty much like new condition or brand new. $398. I promote everything at 3 to 4%, not 10.8. Like eBay gets enough of my money, they don't need any more. Let's do 4. Okay. So another thing I want to show you real quick. This is all I filled out for this. I basically just copied it from the condition description. Everything else here is template. That's why I love templates. All this stuff is already templated. I also have a little blurb about fourth quarter and UPS shipping because they always tend to fall behind. And there it is. Anyway, I don't want to say that. So that's beautiful. Talk about international buyers and everything. So I do ship internationally through eBay's global shipping program. But anyway, that's all. Save it for later. Add to my drafts. 1 down. Hold on, I got a text. Okay. Anyway, wasn't really important. Okay, moving on. So I'm going to do another draft. Create listing. Sorry, the screen's like half split on my laptop here, so it's a little different than me normally just doing this without anybody watching. So we're going to do CD listing. Now, this is a CD I've already sold before previously. I found another copy, so obviously I have a rough idea what I sell it for, so I picked it up. I think I got it from the same place too, which is kind of funny. I gotta really pay more attention when I photograph some of this stuff. Some of the stuff is like upside down, so I have to edit the photos real quick before I even pull them in. Okay. The Damn Band Live, kind of like a cover band almost. I've really never even heard of the band. I just look at stuff that makes me money. I know quite a bit about music. They're probably like almost like punk because One Side Dummy is almost like a punk label usually. I do know quite a bit about music. My personal collection's got 4,700 plus CDs currently. I actually have probably 5,000. That's how far behind I am in actually getting stuff in my database. And it's various genres. I can listen to anything from pop that's in my collection to country to folk and death metal and black metal. Again, just depends on the mood. That's one thing I love about music. There's always something for whatever mood you're in. I gotta turn a fan on. It's getting kind of warm in here, and I need a drink. I am drinking or talking way too much here. It's hurt my throat. Body armor. Allergy season right now too is just kind of rough, so the draining's not helping either. But I'll survive. Okay, we're just going to do that. If I didn't sell this more than 3 months ago, I would have just used my other previous listing and just tweak the photos. I don't know when this came out. There's no year in it. I gotta look this up too. I'm not finding it so far. Why is this a headache? Okay, here it is. Okay, it's called. Okay, I gotta fix my listing. Rock. Okay, it's literally just called Live. Okay, I think they said that was 2004. 2004. It's rock music, almost kind of pop rock. So I'll kind of probably put that in there also. So Rock Editions Live 2004 release. The band is not the artist, so we're gonna leave that. I only paid 55 cents for this. This is going to be the most expensive CD I list in this video. So is what it is. Put the UPC and see what it pulls. Might use it, might not. Oh, I didn't show you, by the way. This is the CD. I think it's in pretty good shape overall. Sorry, I forgot to put something on one of my other listings. Post a note if I know what to list it for. Okay. Back to this. I don't think eBay found anything with it. No, they didn't. One Side Dummy is the correct record label. Sometimes eBay gets that right. So we got listed with rock, classic, blues, country. No, it's not hard. We're just gonna go with that. Okay, check condition of the CD. A couple light scratches and a smudge or two. Nothing major. I do have a cleaner that gets out most of the stuff. Artwork actually is in really good shape. Back cover artwork doesn't look like it has anything wrong with it. So we're gonna do VG case VG plus, even though it's pretty much brand new. Inlay VG. So this is gonna be listed overall. It's very good condition. I'm gonna put light artwork where the CD has some light marks and smudges. I don't grade jewel cases. I'm just going to copy this part because the jewel case part's already down there. That's it. Listing this for $11.98 plus ship. Rate's going like $9 right now, which is fine. I do run sales, so again, I'll be competitive regardless. I'm gonna promote this one at just 3%. I do between 3 and 4. But honestly, with as far as that aspect goes, it doesn't matter because if the whole halo effect with eBay, the buyer clicks on one of your listings and clicks on something else or whatever, it's going to pull that percentage for the other ones also, even if they can click on the initial promoted listing. I think it's called like the halo effect or something with eBay. That's like 30 days worth. But if I'm promoting everything about the same anyway, it's not really going to matter. So that's it. Save it for later. Let's see how long that one took. Over here, if you look at the times, creation 7:34, last updated 7:4, 6 minutes. See, the first one took 9 because I was really talking a lot. But that's 6 minutes there. And again, I can do it faster when I'm not even on camera. So let's do another one. Create listing, single. This one is, I believe, like religious. Again, probably should have looked up the genres. Oh, Lord. It's going to take me a second to look this one up just to make sure I have the right one. Pop, vocal. It's probably a pop Christian on eBay, I think. We'll see. We'll see what I get. So again, the first thing I always do is, again, pull my pictures. And they're all photographed. I have them in order. My stacks of CDs are in order the way I photographed them, so there's no issues. And sometimes depending on the color of the artwork and stuff, it kind of the pictures kind of turn out kind of funny. So you have to kind of play with it a little bit to at least get it close. Let's try that. Let's see if I go all the way up with that. It just makes it look like that. So you have to kind of play with it a little bit. It's not going to be perfect. Probably about as good as it's going to get based on what it looked like before. This one's not as bad, so I don't think I'll go as high with this one. We'll do 24, 22. It looks about spot on. This one's not bad either. But as you can see, pretty much does kind of match up. Once you kind of tweak the photos a little bit. So the brightening tool on eBay is actually really good, which is nice. So, but this is the CD. I'm not a drop shipper or anything. I always have everything on hand, actual photos, which is nice because a lot of people, there are some people that I suspect are drop shippers that I've bought from. I've gotten some other packages and stuff, and these guys are big sellers. Not gonna name names. If you've seen one of my past videos, I actually have named a name before. Again, it's not slander or anything, so. But I said suspected. I never said it was like confirmed, but it seems like that way. And all I use are stock photos. So, but I've bought some stuff from them before because it was extremely rare and the price was fair. So this is Joy Williams Genesis. Based on the record label, I believe this is like a Christian type music, Christian pop vocal, somewhere along those lines. 2005. Before I fill out anything further on the top, I'm actually going to run the UPC and see what it pulls. To see if my suspicions are correct. Look at that, Christian. I hate how they do this. Okay, so I'm not gonna use this. So I'm gonna cancel. Keep the barcode. I'm just gonna type it out myself because I don't like when they do it backwards. And sometimes also there's a glitch with eBay too. I'll explain that in a second when I get to that point. Helps if I spell it correctly. So the glitch that I'm referring to, it's like pop. I'll put them all. They're pretty much the same. Is the record label. So if you do the barcode, the UPC, and it pulls the information, sometimes and it just shows the one record label or doesn't show it at all. eBay will pull the record label half the time, but it pulls the record label by full name, which is the correct way, and it pulls like abbreviation, like 3 letters or something to represent the record label too. The problem is you can't have 2 record labels listed. You only have to have one. So eBay pulling it errors out if you don't fix it. So that's just one of the little glitches. What am I in record label? Okay. So this is it's private record label. It's Reunion Records basically. Well, it's distributed by Sony, which is why Sony's listed there. You know what? Let's go with it. Sony BMG is the distributor. NA, I just put some of that stuff in there. Christian Gospel. Why did I put? We're just gonna leave it like that. 2005. Color features, no. Okay, overall condition, this is actually pretty good shape. Booklet has a couple small dents on the right side, which I will mention. Disc, just a few light scratches, marks, so the disc is in pretty good shape. Back cover artwork has no dents or anything. So we're gonna do VG plus, VG, very good. Booklet has a few small dents. CD has some light marks. That's it. Short and sweet. This is the lowest I list anything in my store. Oops. There it is, $249. Plus ship. I'm going to promote it kind of high just to see if I can move it. And that one's done. Okay, so that one took 6 minutes. So even at this pace, I'm doing like 10 an hour just on camera. So as you can see, it can go pretty quick. Again, obviously, I would be doing this faster if I wasn't doing this on camera. But I always like to kind of show some of the stuff I'm working on also. You guys can actually see my process. And you can critique it all you want to. It's fine. I have thick skin, so if you don't think I'm doing something right, feel free. This is the next one I'm doing. Again, not familiar with this group, so I'm going to need to look it up. Again, probably should look these up prior to, which is kind of slowing me down. Okay, so this is a new wave indie pop band. Interesting. I'm gonna go specific to the actual. I'm on Discogs right now. I'm not on camera. Alternative rock, indie rock, kind of what I thought. Okay. Sometimes you can just kind of tell by the cover artwork or the record label. Kind of is a dead giveaway in some cases too, as far as what type of genre you may be dealing with. For example, Motown Records. You're obviously dealing with Motown, R&B, maybe some like 70s funk or something like that. Roadrunner record label, you're going to deal with hard rock and metal. Trying to think of a good punk record label. There's all kinds of ones. I can't think of them off the top of my head right now. There's all kinds of punk record labels that you can, that if you just know it by the record label, you know what the genre is because that's pretty much all they are. But if I think of it, I'll let you know. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. Aztec camera. Stray. The CD's not worth a whole lot either, but again, I got these fairly cheap in a bulk buy off eBay. This is a 1990 release. Sire Records. Can't see. I have posted notes in here also. Paid 67 cents for it, which isn't horrible, I guess. Again, I'll make a little money off it. Nothing major. What did I say, 1990? My short-term memory sucks. Anyway. I'm going to do alternative rock, indie. Sometimes also, if there's a popular song on the album, if you're aware of it, you can put that in there if you got room for the title. Otherwise, I usually don't. I'm going to fill in those two right now. 67 cents? 67 cents. Okay. We're going to check UPC what it pulls. This one should pull probably fairly accurate information. Alternative rock, rock and pop, alternative indie, Aztec camera artist, Mick Jones. Okay, I'm going to get rid of half of this. I'm going to use this, but I'm going to tweak it. So it's going to save plug in some information. I don't need these guys. And you guys going to ask me if I want to keep the UPC. Yes, I do. I don't need this. I don't need this. Mick Jones one was kind of interesting though. I don't know if he just did a song on there with him or something, or produced it, or I don't know. Additions NA alternative rock. Get rid of the rock and pop. It's not really pop. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay, now we're to the description. I didn't even look. I accidentally hit that. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. CD has like a mark. The booklet's got a dent or two. There's also like a faint, like vertical bending or crease here. It's kind of hard to pick up on camera. Back cover artwork doesn't have anywhere. There's no hole punches or anything. I checked for that too, or cuts in the like bar or in the spine or anything to represent like a promo. So we're gonna do very good on the inlay, which is back cover artwork in my opinion. Producer will leave there. The rest of the stuff I look blank. Very good condition. Booklet has a dent or two. There's also a vertical bend crease across the front. CD has a mark or two. Now, when I do lots, obviously it gets a little more descriptive. Lots of CDs. 3, 4, 5 CDs in a lot. Same artist usually or similar genre. That's how I'll do those a lot, and I'll describe individual CDs also. Those take me a little bit longer to list, obviously, but it's not too bad. We're at 4. Save it. Do one more. This last one I have actually already researched, so we've done 4 already. This last one took 6 minutes, so obviously I'm going at a decent pace on camera, which is not too bad. This one I'm not, again, familiar. So I'm checking Discogs and typing in the artist. And I have no clue what this is. I have to do a little research on Google this time. I have no clue what this genre is. I'm not finding anything a whole lot on here. It helps I put CD. What about George Just a Touch? Look at that. Pulled up Discogs. Rock music. It's an EP. Okay. Now I kind of know where to go with this. It's not worth a lot. Again, it's really, really cheap. I'm listing this for the lowest price I list anything in my store, which is $249, which is not saying a whole lot there. But I try to squeeze out as much profit as I can. And again, it only takes me a couple minutes to do this. So say this took me, I gotta fix these photos again. So say this took me like 5 minutes to do. Okay, that's 12 an hour. $2.50 an hour. So say I did like 12 $2.49 CDs. $2.50 an hour times 12. That's 25 an hour. If my math is correct. I remember my math was 30 an hour. That's pretty good. $30 an hour gross if they all were to sell. So to me, that's worth it. Again, I'm getting the stuff dirt cheap in a lot of cases. I mean, not extremely cheap, depending on the lot I get from eBay or something. Because right now, I can tell you right now, my Facebook, I'm not far from Chicago. I'm like on 50 miles from Chicago, roughly. And the Facebook Marketplace buys around here suck. I mean, they're bad. There's some I've bookmarked and stuff, but until I get rid of some of my piles, I'm not going to consider getting them until it's cleaned up. But if they're still available, maybe I consider. I've done a few Facebook buys over the years. one I haven't even touched yet. I've got 9 priority mailboxes full of CDs, about 600 to 700 CDs I paid $250 for. And quick estimate back then, a couple years ago when I bought this, which I still haven't touched and inventoried yet, probably turned to about $4,000 to $5,000. So again, there is money in media. You just have to know what to look for, and hopefully this channel is kind of showing you that at some point. Let's get the last one done. I'm talking, so this one's going to take a little bit longer, obviously. Just a touch. Since it is an EP, I'm going to put CD, EP, and then I'll also put the year, 1996. There's a couple other things about this I want to point out in how I'm going to describe this rock. I don't know much else about it, so we're just going to, all those, that'll work. Buy cost on this is a little high. I'm still listing it anyway because at least I can recoup some of my money, and hopefully I can get a buyer that maybe want to buy this and 5 other CDs and do combined shipping. So I do offer combined shipping. It's just 49 cents for each additional listing, and it does work. I've been getting, well, lately I haven't, but last couple months I've noticed an increase in my orders as far as that goes also. So that's always a positive. Let's check the UPC and let's see what pops up. 601-343-000-223. Anything? I'm going to guess no. Wow. Did pull up. George, 1987. Nope. 96. I'm going to leave it. Cancel. Spinning Records is the record label. It would take me just as long to delete and tweak some of the stuff that eBay had in there than me just do it myself. I'm going to put indie also. Okay, description. Okay, so looking at the CD. CD, I'm going to put excellent. It's pretty much spotless. I'm going to match that with the case too, because I'm always undergrading the cases anyway. Inlay's the issue. So I've got a slight crease in the front cover artwork. And the back cover artwork, there is a hole punch in the UPC, which you can see right there. So I'm still going to mark it very good condition. I'm going to describe it, very good condition. And we're going to do, it's not a booklet because it's only one page. So the front cover artwork has a vertical bend / crease. There's a hole punch in the UPC on the back cover artwork. CD has a mark at the most. And of course, I don't grade jewel cases. Wish I could actually save stuff in the template in this box section, but you can't. So I always have to type the I don't grade jewel cases out, which is fine. But it is saved down here also. And this is it, 249. Still going to promote it, not at 10.8. I'm just going to do 3. And did I already edit the photos? I did. Okay. Sometimes I forget to double check. Looks good. Save it. So now I'm back to 60 drafts. I think it's a good place to end because this is about 40 minutes at this point. I don't want to make it extremely long, but I want to make them kind of lengthy. You can kind of go through the process with me. That's it. Questions, comments, feel free. Anything you want me to show you in more detail, I can later on in another video. If you got anything out of this, consider subscribing to the channel. Click the like button, which also does help me out, and click the bell for future notifications of other videos just like this. And I will catch you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.